Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 20th to June 26th, 2022. This is a general reading, so feel free to take whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. To uncover more layers of your week, check out readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs. On June 21st, we have the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere and the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere, respectively, due to the sun being directly above the furthest points north and south of the equator. The word solstice is derived from Latin and references the sun's apparent stoppage or standing still. And this reading explores those themes. In this first column, we look at what appears to be stopping or standing still. You have this Yin card. You have 4 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. In this second column, we look at what is reaching its furthest point this week. You have Butterfly Spirit, transformation. You have the Empress, Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. And in this third column, we see how your energy is impacted by the solstice. You have preserving time. You also have 7 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and 2 of Wands. So let's unpack this. What appears to be stopping or standing still, you have this Yin card, which is about feminine energy and receiving, not really making things happen or moving things forward, but just allowing yourself to receive and possibly even follow the lead of others. So since this appears to be stopping or standing still, it could be that you have been allowing yourself to receive, that you have been in a place of following someone else's lead, and maybe even that has provided you with some less stress. You have the 9 of Wands here. So it could be that since this energy is stopping or standing still, that you're possibly ramping up to do a lot of the heavy lifting. With the 9 of Wands, it's a sense of feeling that you need to prepare for a fight and will go down swinging, that basically you need to defend everybody and everything and kind of doing things on your own. With the 4 of Wands here, this indicates a celebration of a milestone, and with the 6 of Pentacles, this is about balancing wants and needs. So here it could be that there was a sense of putting up healthy boundaries and not doing everything for a bit, kind of sensing that you can only do so much and kind of giving out what you can, but recognizing your limitations. So it kind of indicates there's the probability that you might go back to trying to make things happen, taking on too much, and this reading is kind of having you see what you can change and what you can't change with this butterfly spirit transformation. That is what is reaching the furthest point this week. So it seems that you really do have an opportunity to invest more in yourself with this Empress card here. This is a card of nurturing, love, creativity, and it's basically being in your best place so that you can create what you want around you, within you. And it's kind of like thinking like Queen of Pentacles type of vibe. Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups, where it's really focusing on yourself, taking care of yourself, really a lot of self-care. Interesting thing about the transformation of the butterfly is that when you listen to the details of how this transformation takes place, it doesn't sound that appealing. There's confinement, there is breaking down of tissues, and weakened aspects that need to be strengthened. So this is a process that is uncomfortable. You have the Knight of Pentacles here. The Knight of Pentacles is a doer, does what needs to be done, and they're about responsibility, making progress. They may move slowly, but their next step is constantly, in their mind. You can see here in this Knight of Pentacles, every step up to that top part of the mountain, it looks daunting, but the Knight of Pentacles will do it because that's what needs to be done. And here with the Seven of Pentacles, this is about, having invested in something or started something where you're really, looking at where you are, the progress that you were hoping to make, the progress that you did make, and not really feeling excited about, the outcome or where you are at the moment. And the thing about the Seven of Pentacles is really it's a time of assessing to see if you should invest more, if you should kind of withdraw. So the Knight of Pentacles might think of, just keep going. There's the sunk cost fallacy to consider as well, which is basically, I've invested this much already. If I don't keep investing, then it's just a waste. But what you've invested already, you might never recoup the benefits of, and it may be more beneficial to invest in something else. So here with this card of preserving time, how your energy will be impacted by this solstice. This is, being in the present. There's this concept of, being stuck in the daily grind and kind of just punching the time card and not recognizing where you are in the now. So basically this card is kind of telling you to live life to the fullest. Imagine that each moment is something that is worth preserving and capturing, and kind of see what it is that is hidden from you. If you feel like you're kind of just doing stuff on autopilot, then kind of pause and kind of see what needs to change. I was talking about the Seven of Pentacles and investing in it, and whether you should invest more. I think it does come down to what was in your heart when you started investing. The Seven of Cups is basically being pulled to different potential outcomes, fantasies, ideas, and here this seventh, that cup, I'm calling it the seventh cup, but this cup, the one that's lit up, that is to indicate the cup that the heart truly wants. And that's kind of what this preserving time is kind of I want to say infecting you, but basically the solstice is kind of, its impact is to like make this concept of receiving and being more in present time, making that more of an infectious quality. So here you have the Eight of Swords, that is basically, almost you having blinders on, or anybody having blinders on about their ability. And this is usually like a limiting mindset. And so what this preserving time is kind of bringing to your attention is that it's easy to be blinded in the daily grind. It's easy to kind of just get stuck in a routine and really forget, the whole point of life and enjoying it. Here with the Two of Wands, it does indicate that there is going to be a planning stage for getting outside of your comfort zone. So let's do some clarification here. Let's take a look at the Four of Wands over here in this area of what appears to be stopping or standing still. You have the Sage or Queen of Wands. So this is more of an active energy. Queens are generally associated with the element of water, which is receptive, but fire is related to elements of wands and is more masculine and active. So this is a balance of both. And so to some degree, it could be that, that balance helped you to accomplish something. Maybe you got a new job or got into a new relationship, celebrated some recent achievement in your career or education, celebration of a milestone. So let's take a look at the Six of Pentacles. Here you have the Seer, which is the equivalent of the High Priestess. So the Seer is, this is for the Six of Pentacles. The Seer or the High Priestess is about trusting your intuition and your gut, being in a place where you can tap into that inner knowledge and not really let much of your intellect get in the way. So here, the Six of Pentacles, balancing your wants and needs, that's something that will allow you to tap in more to this High Priestess energy. So let's take a look at the Nine of Wands, which kind of is the, the active, more masculine yang energy, and getting worn out by it. You have the Page of Cups, and this is definitely resonates with this preserving time card, in the sense of the Page of Cups lives in the now. They kind of go through life with a sense of open heart, open mind, and really embrace the potential to create anything. It's like limitless possibilities. So to some degree, it could be that there is a part of you that really feels that creating those opportunities is to take on a lot of heavy lifting and, work hard. Definitely this Knight of Pentacles type, Knight of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles energy is kind of like that line of thought of you have to work hard in order to make something of yourself or make a living type of thing. But here, the Page of Cups is more of, you can have the happiness and the creativity and possibilities that you want just by, believing in it, as opposed to, spinning your wheels. So let's take a look at this transformation that is reaching its furthest point this week. Let's take a look at the Empress here, because the Empress is that creative, is more the creative energy. And you can see, this is a card of abundance, and the Empress is just kicking it, smiling in the sun, not, keeled over, trying to, grasp any spark of light that's still available. So let's take a look at this Empress. You have the Sage or the Queen of Swords. It's interesting because I was saying that the Empress, I feel, gives off the vibes of the Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles, but you get the Queen of Swords here. And you have the Queen of Wands over here. So the Queen of Swords is definitely a more, it's that mental process that kind of reigns on the parade of the Page of Cups, or the Queen of Wands, and even the High Priestess. The Queen of Swords does have confidence, does have that reason analysis, is able to speak their truth. But to some degree, if you let rigid rules run the show, then there's not a lot of time for self-care and pampering of the self. So let's take a look at the Knight of Pentacles. You have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is definitely curious, similar to the Page of Cups, but is more wanting to know, wanting to gather that information. definitely more active. And here it's again the thought process. So with the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, it could be that you know, this path of working hard, focusing on the very next step, doing what needs to be done, almost like the mundane day-to-day type of thing, could be something that you learned when you were younger, and it's something that you just kind of go by, you know, like almost on autopilot. Maybe a phrase or something that was said. Perhaps you have like a helicopter parent, and the Sage of Swords could be that aspect of that helicopter parent. You know, the Empress is also, in addition to creation, abundance, nurturing, it's the card of the mother as well. So let's take a look at the Seven of Pentacles. You have the monarch or King of Wands. You have a lot of court cards here. So it kind of indicates that there are a lot of people involved. Could be a lot of people involved in what's going on in this situation. It could be a lot of role models. You could be tapping in to different aspects of people that you know, perhaps mentors. With the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Wands here, it could be that there is something where you want to be your own boss. You want to be that visionary leader, and you went about it the practical way that you knew how, and you know, the Knight of Pentacles way. So here with this transformation, it seems to be more of you know, what's missing from this area here is the cups aspect. So let's just take a look and see what cups you do have. So you have the Page of Cups and this Yin card, which is a big cup. There's a cup in the Seven of Pentacles, but this is a card about the Pentacles, investment in the Pentacles, and the emotions are flowing into creating this thing in the material world. And you have the Seven of Cups, which is kind of having different ideas, different, you know, potential outcomes. So it could be that a lot of this is indicating that because you're not really sure about what it is your heart really wants, or whether maybe you do know what your heart really wants and you're not really sure if you want to put the effort to go that route. It seems that there's a lot of action, spinning the wheel, making things move forward, because that's what needs to happen. But in terms of really coming from a place that is connected to what it is, what you want, it's making it almost as if that you are just spinning your wheels to keep up with the daily grind. So here in this preserving time, this is where it seems that Spirit is trying to get you to reach for this to reach for this cup and to really recognize that whatever limitations that you have, there is a way out of it. And it has to do with how you're thinking about the situation. So let's look at the Seven of Cups here. You have the Ace of Wands. So this is that spark, that desire, that passion, that innovative idea that you really want to grab for. And this idea of being in the now, being in the present time, not just looking at your situation of, I was hoping to be somewhere in the future, and really somewhere in the past is kind of what started me on this path, and I'm not sure if I still want to go in this direction for the future, and maybe I should look back at the past. So it's almost like the wheel that is spinning is the way that you're thinking about the past and the present, but you really need to be in the now. So let's take a look at this Eight of Swords. This card wants to come out. You have the Ace of Cups. Here's another cup. So definitely this idea of really being in the now, seeing how you're feeling about a situation, seeing what really drives you and motivates you based on your connection with yourself, not your idea of how you're supposed to be when you grow up, who you, whose advice you should follow, or who's, your favorite teacher who said you could be a great whatever when you grew up. This is about you connecting with you and also connecting with these opportunities from Spirit. So you have the Two of Wands here. You have the Ace of Wands here. So it does indicate that you will be able to tap into this now time and start planning for something. So let's see what shows up with the Two of Wands here. You have the Six of Wands, which is victory, success, recognition from your community. And that does require you to get outside of your comfort zone, to actually make some plans to go a different path, and it will be a good outcome. But it does require some being in the present, some recognition of certain thought patterns, and really taking opportunities that the universe might be showing you. So I'm hoping that this provides a helpful perspective of your week, and we'll see you next time. Take care.